Hi there, my name is Margaret Wertheim and I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist in Madison, Wisconsin. And today I'm here to talk to you about how excess sugar may be hurting your health. And I'm sure you've been hearing a lot about this lately, especially since Katie Couric's documentary Fed Up came out recently. Fed Up details the excess sugar in our food supply and how it affects the health of children and adults in this country. And I just really love this message because it really gets at the heart of what I do. One of the things I do is to really help people try to break the sugar habit and really understand how the excess sugar that they're taking in can negatively impact their health. Because for so long, the focus of public health messages has been we need to reduce our fat consumption and saturated fat. And things are really changing in that arena as more and more research shows that excess sugar can increase risk for certain diseases. So to start out, let's just talk about weight gain. So excess sugar and excess refined carbohydrates, when you have them, raises your blood sugar, which then raises your insulin levels. And insulin has the effect of getting sugar into the cells of your body to be burned for energy, but it also tells the body to store fat. So when you're having lots of excess sugar and refined carbohydrates, it can definitely lead to weight gain. And then the next three groups of conditions, or three conditions I like to group together: diabetes, heart disease, and metabolic syndrome, because they're all very much intertwined. So let's use high blood pressure as an example. And high blood pressure, for many, many years, and still today, many people would attribute that to excess salt intake. And while it's true that many of us take in much more salt than we need, sugar actually can play a role in high blood pressure. In addition, because sugar can lead to weight gain, and oftentimes high blood pressure is a result of being overweight. So moving on from there, high cholesterol has actually been linked in some studies to excess sugar intake. So, we're used to thinking that it's the bacon and the fried foods and things like that that are raising our cholesterol. And often things like trans fats definitely do raise cholesterol, but sugar also plays a really important role, and sugar is definitely recognized as something that raises triglycerides, which increases cardiovascular disease risk. Moving on from there, cancer. So in women, endometrial cancer has been shown to be associated with higher intakes of added sugar. In addition, in one study, higher intakes of sugar were associated with increased risk of colon cancer progression. So when these patients had colon cancer and had higher sugar intakes, their cancer was likely to progress more quickly if they had a higher sugar intake. And moving on to a less serious topic, not as serious as cancer, but acne. High glycemic index foods have been linked to higher risk for acne. So, acne can cause a considerable amount of emotional distress and can also just be a sign that things are out of balance in the body. So, high glycemic index foods are foods that are going to raise your blood sugar higher and faster. So it's really important to limit those foods. So a really good example of a high glycemic index food would be something like breakfast cereal that is rich in refined carbohydrates and also excess sugar. So it's really a double whammy. So you need to think about something different for breakfast other than dried breakfast cereals, veggie omelets, or like unsweetened oatmeal with yogurt and nuts would be some great alternative options. So thank you so much for tuning in today, and please share this video with your friends, family, and colleagues so that they all can also become their healthiest self. And if you're looking for more information about how to break the sugar habit or healthy eating, head on over to my website, margaretwertheimrd.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you soon, and be well.